Good evening, everyone. It is November 28th, 2022. This is going to be a plan for tomorrow's RTH session, November 29th, 2022, Tuesday. We do have a little bit of news at 10 o'clock, just consumer confidence. I don't think that's usually something that's crazy major. I'm just pulling it up on my calendar here. Oh, okay. It's coming in as high impact, so, you know, be careful about it, I suppose. Uh, what I'm really focused on is Wednesday's uh, what would that be? The ADP non-farm employment change. We have GDP quarter over quarter, JOLTS and homes month over month, and then of course the big man Jerome Powell talking at 1:30 for Wednesday. So tomorrow, what I'm expecting is, I think we'll have a smaller session. Even if we do get some sort of lift back towards the 4,000s, I think we will have sellable rallies on the way up. So I think we'll have some nice two-way trades. So far, we're just trading inside of the day's range, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's what Globex does pretty much for the most part tonight. So I'm looking for a more rotational session. Let's put it that way. So anyway, let's zoom out a bit and let's see what we've had. Today we had a gap during Sunday that Globex Open. We gapped and we were unable to close the gap. And then Monday today during the RTH Open, we obviously had the gap down open and we were unable to close it. Instead, we sold off that key 17 number. I've showed this so many times, but you can just follow the dotted line going across my screen. Not too hard to see. 17s have been an important spot. So once again, we sold off of 17 and we came right down to the pivot. I think the low of the day was 60 or 61, 60 quarter. Weekly pivot there sitting at 62. I think I had said in the weekly outlook that I got one thing wrong and one thing right. One thing wrong was I was looking for a bullish scenario. I wanted to see that breakout up above those Globex highs and getting into that gap up there. But that was clearly wrong. However, Bulls do have a little bit of a chance as long as we're holding the 60s. I think, again, if we get into that 40-ish area, this 45-ish area, I think you might catch a small bounce. But ultimately, I think you start flirting with this 39.25 area, that weekly low at 13-ish. The RTH low, I think, is 13.75, and I think you get into this CPI gap down here. So to me, this 62 really is. There's a reason why it's called the pivot, and that is because where I think bulls have to hold on, and otherwise they're in a little bit of trouble. So let's go on to the actual daily plan for tomorrow. We're already, what, 3-4 minutes in? Yeah, 3 minutes in. Here we go. And I will get rid of all these zones that you guys are looking at. I know it's a little bit ugly, and let's go ahead and just turn on the RTH. I know it's ugly for you guys to look at, so I do like to delete that for you guys. There we go. I'm just going to keep that purple guy there because that is a gap. There we go. So this is what I'm looking for tomorrow. I want to be buying 68, and I know that might sound a little bit aggressive on the long side, but the thought being is that we held 62, we held that pivot, and 68. Look, it's been an important number for a while. The Q3 POC is sitting there, but this week we do have that as our prior week's value area low at 67.5. We do have today's close, the 4 p.m. close, hitting at 68.5 as well. So this 68 number, look, it's been critical for a while, but now you add in that prior week's context and today's context, and it's even more so. So I will be looking to buy 68, and I might add some context there. I might end up wanting to see a tag and hold of 62 before hitting 68's long. That is something I'm going to take note of, and actually, I think I'll go ahead and write that down right now. Tag 62 Vin long. And this I might change pre-market. I might very well. Other than that, I'm looking to short 85. I was looking to buy 86 3/4 today. I talked about it being Tuesday's POC and as well as a great demand zone and a prior zone of resistance that flipped into being a demand zone. When I see one of the things I really like to see when hitting a trade is some area that's just been clearly resistance multiple times. This is a 30-minute RTH chart, and you can see clearly resistance around this 80 to 90 area. And then I see this auctioning, this high volume chop, if you want to call it that. This ended up being our pocket 86 three quarters. I like to see that churning and then a strong move upwards. To me, this is a powerful demand zone. It's likely to get some sort of bid, and that's what we saw today. I was a little bit off. Looks like 85 caught the bid, so I was about 7 ticks off. But we did see a really great reaction, about 15 points or so, uh, and that was off a strong news bar due to Bullard, I believe, speaking about some higher rates or this or that. But similarly, we've had a similar pattern now. This is support, demand, whatever you want to call it. We churned there nicely for 30 minutes and sold off aggressively into the lows. If you wanted to define aggression, you could say that yes, we left single prints behind as well, so we trapped some longs. If you were following, I think people call it auction market theory. So anyway, I will look to be short at 85. I'm aware that the prior week's halfback is 88.5. I'm aware that today's Monday RTH session, I believe the halfback is 89. So yeah, I might be a little bit early shorting it at 85. Maybe I get some clarity during Globex. We're trading 83s right now, so maybe I get some clarity tonight. I will also be looking to short 96s. 96, 97, that area, 96, 97, and kind of 68, 69 have been fighting back and forth to be the monthly POC. It was where we had a nice demand zone from Tuesday as well, and it did offer some nice bids. I want to be short there because not only is it the monthly POC, but that is where we had some major churning prior to the sell-off. So I will be looking at short at 96.75, and also Mr. Cloudy, his ADR indicator, I believe, is sitting right around there. Yeah, there you go. 95, 98. So it's sitting right around there. I'll get rid of all those lines, all those indicators. Above there, I thought about getting short at 4,005 or perhaps taking a short around 15 or 12 half or something like that. However, the way I see it is if we're able to get back above get back above 96s and get back into this 4,000 area, I would rather play the long side for this gap fill. And so maybe this should instead say long prior to a gap fill. Maybe it shouldn't. I need to sleep on this a little bit to figure it out. Above there, long at 28 half, 38, 43. None of that has changed. Below, none of that has changed either. I'm still looking to be short at 48 three quarters. Again, that ADR indicator is showing 45-ish as being potentially the low of the day. Or at least give some sort of bids on being an extreme. However, I just don't see us holding this 48 area again, or 45, 43, any of that. Any of these 40 numbers I don't see holding again. And instead, I would rather be short at 48. I will try an extreme long at 38.26 quarter. That just being value area low from that November 17th, this Thursday session, and being where we had a nice big 30-minute bar to the upside. However, that's going to be after seeing a hold of this 1375 to about 22 area. After seeing this area hold and find a bid, then I will consider hitting 26 as long, value area low, for a move back in towards this kind of 40-ish area. So that is what I'll be looking for. Further down, again, I'm short. None of this has changed for weeks. 04 half, 82.75, and 72 quarter. Anyway, this video is getting pretty long. Oh. I guess you guys can't see that. I be opening up accidentally. This video is getting kind of long at 9.5, 10 minutes, but that is what I'm looking for. I'm looking to be short 48 3/4, long 68, long or short 85, short 96 3/4, long 06 for the breakout into the gap close, long 20.5, and long and short some other crap above and below. Hope that makes sense. Any changes to this will be made and posted pre-market per usual, and there's likely to be some, just because I think I just need some time to sit and think about this some more. But anyway, changes to that posted to the Twitter pre-market. Hope that helps, and trade safe, you guys.